What is up, guys? It's the Sound Alchemist, and welcome back to some more 40 facts in the Warhammer 40K universe. Now, about a week ago, I talked about the whole 11th Legion project that I've been working on, and I told you guys that I was kind of stumped on making the pivotal moment for this Legion when they became fractured and destroyed by the Emperor, the Fractured Sun incident. I was just struggling to make it work. I was struggling to make it make sense with the lore as to how the Emperor finally gave up on this Legion, on his son, the Primarch, and you guys came in clutch. So first and foremost, a huge thank you to everybody who commented on that previous video, giving me your thoughts, your opinions, what sections to change, and overall, you guys just gave me some great ideas. Now, going forward with this lore, I will have to go backwards and change a few bits of information from my previous lore. So, kind of, if you've been following me throughout the year, or years that I've been working on this, kind of know that I'm sticking to what I've written so far. There just might be a few things here and there that are different than what I've written in the past. So from here on out, things are going to be a little bit different, things are going to change, and I'll have to put out new videos. I'll probably make like a new playlist with like the core chapters on my Legion, as to, chapter 1, this is what happened, chapter 2, this is what happened. So starting from here on out, this is what I'm happy with. This is probably what I'll keep, written in stone, so to speak, moving forward. So again, guys, thank you for all the lore, and now I present to you 11th Legion lore, the Celestial Sun's Fractured Sun Incident. The parties involved include the 11th Legion, the Celestial Suns, taking on the combined might of the Space Wolves, the Sisters of Silence, and the Adeptus Custodes. This all takes place on the moon of Eldia, as well as the Forge World of Eldia. And now on to the events leading to the Edict of Obliteration. Flung across the galaxy via the ruinous powers of chaos, the Primarch Alec Elric's gestation pod was cracked, and Tzeentch claimed this Primarch as his own plaything. Elric ended up landing on a planet known as Kiosha Vor, which used to be an ancient Necron tomb world. Elric created his weapons and his armor from Necron tech, and his blade's tip was actually a Catan shard. Elric soon then began receiving visions from Tzeentch of future events that were soon to happen. On top of this, the genocide of Eldia's population was caused by the Celestial Suns, which were tricked by Tzeentch. Nurgle's corruption of a few Celestial Suns also took place upon this Forge World. Belicrax soon became a Nurgle devotee, as well as Varos and Hueco succumbing to chaos. The discovery of the Void Dragon under Martian soil was soon made apparent to Elric and his men. The massacre of the Adeptus Mechanicus forces on Eldia was then enacted to prevent a coup d'etat. Elric then sent a message to the Emperor of his findings on Eldia, but the Skitarii had already messaged the Emperor beforehand of a corrupted Space Marine Legion who had been using chaotic forces to inflect the planet's population, as well as wielding forbidden Xenos technology for their own gain. Seeing as how the Emperor knew of Tzeentch's touch on Elric, he feels like his son has fallen far too deep to chaos, and regretfully orders the Edict of Obliteration. The Emperor sends word to Elric that a small force would be sent to provide support, but this is just a bluff, so that the Legion would have their guard lowered. The creation of the Infernal Suns. Oros, Hueco, and Varos, as well as a small force, investigate to the moons of Eldia and discover Nurgle demons. Dante Hueco and Varos sacrifice themselves in order to allow Oros to inform Elric of Nurgle's grasps upon Eldia. Varos and Hueco are spared from death, and Tzeentch ends up showing them visions of all the power they can gain from chaos. He also then shows them the truth behind the Emperor, and they then vow to follow chaos and to eradicate the Imperium, beginning with the Celestial Sons. Hueco and Varos then arrive on Aldea during the massive battle, and they begin to recruit more battle brothers to their cause, starting up the Infernal Sons by saving them from the Edict of Obliteration. The Edict of Obliteration, under the guise of support for Elric's reveal of the Adeptus Mechanicus' impending attack on the Imperium, the Space Wolf Legion, along with the Adeptus Custodes and the Sisters of Silence, arrive to enact the Emperor's will and eradicate the 11th Legion. Leman Russ meets face to face with Alec Elric and proclaims that the 11th Legion has been guilty of treason via refusal to enact imperial law, use of forbidden Xenos technology, falsely accusing the AdMech of treason, planetary genocide, and suspicion of utilizing forbidden warp powers. Two options are then given. 1. The complete compliance to imperial law, and 2. Death. And so begins a massive battle that takes place with countless casualties befalling the Celestial Sons. All of their apothecaries and captains are targeted. Vicus Rowan is almost killed after taking on Bjorn the Fell-Handed and 2 Adeptus Custodes. He only manages to survive after being interred within a Contemptor Dreadnought. A good portion of Celestial Sons turn on their own battle brothers and assist the execution force by the Emperor. Leman Russ and Alec Elric begin their groundbreaking battle. However, during this battle, Elric's spear shatters against the executioner's blade and unleashes the slumbering Catan within. The surviving Celestial Sons then escape while the ancient Star God rampages about. After the Catan has been destroyed, the Celestial Son Astartes that allied with the Imperium get inducted into the ranks of the Ultramarines, and so begins the cleansing and overall eradication of the Forge World of Aldea. Elric and his remaining forces are forced into hiding in order to assess their massive losses. With a massive gaping wound upon his chest, and Tzeentch's visions now clawing at Elric's psyche, Lord Commander Sol Oros is given command of the 11th Legion, the Celestial Sons. And those are the key points during the Fractured Sun incident for my 11th Legion. So let me know what you guys think about all the points that I've talked about here. It's pretty much split into 3 parts. The first part is all the events that lead to the Emperor saying, "That's it. There's no turning back. I have to get rid of this Legion." From here, then it moves to the creation of the Infernal Sons. So basically, Hueco, Varos, Bellicrax, and a few other Chaos Space Marines begin their recruitment, and they go off into their Chaos Warband, so to speak. And then finally, we have the actual massive battle that takes place between the Emperor's finest and the fractured Celestial Sons. So there's a lot going on here, and I do plan to go way more in depth into this lore. But for now, this is all the key points I've got. I've got a good outline, and I'm sticking with this. So if you guys have any comments, any things you guys liked, anything you guys didn't like, let me know down below, and we'll continue the conversation going there. Once again, a huge thank you for everybody who participated in the previous Forging a Narrative video, helping me kind of structure this lore, giving me some avenues to explore and whatnot, and you guys did really awesome. So sit tight and stay subscribed, because this week will be completely devoted to my Celestial Sons, my 11th Legion project. So if you ever wanted to catch up and kind of figure out what I've been doing, this is the time to, watch the videos. So like I said before, I will go back and tweak a little bit of the lore here and there to make it coincide with the new stuff that I've written in this lore for today. And stay tuned because we still got some character bios coming out. We've got a few narrative battle reports that I've got planned out as well. So sit tight for that, guys. And yeah, let me know other suggestions you want us to cover in our 40 Facts video. And that's pretty much it. Thank you guys. Stay subscribed, like this video, and comment. And of course, this is the Sound Alchemist, part of One Mind Syndicate. And I'll catch you guys tomorrow.